Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee or a delicious menu item while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Come by and say hello to Maui. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
Hey everybody, RJ Carter here, Senior Managing Editor at criticalblast.com, and this is the fifth time I've done one of these Lego builds, and I have yet to figure out how to completely mute my iPhone, which I'm using for an overhead camera. I've turned the volume all the way down on it. I muted the mic, which wasn't even necessary, as it's in StreamYard, and yet even now, everything I say is going through my microphone, out to StreamYards, and back out my phone. So I've got this echo going on all the time, not in my headphones, so hopefully you're not hearing it as well, but definitely and decidedly in the room, it's coming back at me. I've told Siri multiple times to mute the damn speaker, and she's obstinately ignoring me. So it's just something I have to deal with. As long as it's not bothering you guys, it's not bothering me. And yes, as I tweeted, I am wearing my Mandy Summers Like What t-shirt. So if you haven't checked out, Wart the Wizard and Pirate Queen and Super Dead, definitely hit up her campaigns. Wart the Wizard on Twitter, that will point you to everything that she's doing on Indiegogo. Some great stuff out there. So let me go ahead and bring up the Lego camera and switch it over to the larger view. One of the smaller kits today, so we won't be here 3 hours like we were with that ATST. That was a bigger chore than I thought it was going to be, and I did finally get it to stand erect. I went out and bought a plate, a Lego plate, and just kind of clamped the feet down on it. So the risk of it falling over now is ameliorated, and of course the figures can now hold their guns outward without falling face forward because I've clamped them to it as well. This is the Miles Morales Mech armor, because of course, middle-income black teenagers who get spider powers will, of course, get the funds for building a giant robot. It's comes with the webs. He's going to ride in it. Yeah, I don't think this is from any of the comics that are out there at all. I think this is just a, hey, what can we do to make more money off of these Marvel characters? Well, let's put them in giant walking armors. We have already done the Captain America one. It's standing on my shelf up there. And we might, by the time, over time, we might get the Thor and the Thanos ones and the Iron Man one. They've made all of those. Yeah, guess what? They haven't made a Black Widow mech armor. Oh, man, that sucks. It's one of those catch-22s. They want you to have something to get the thing that you need to get the thing that you need. It's like, you can't get in the building without a pass. Where do I get a pass? In the building. Yeah, well, none is actually, should be better than poor. Hello, Don Chen. Hey, if anybody hasn't, gone out and picked up X-Farce and signed up for Beard Zerker, go to @RealDonChin on Twitter and get pointed to those campaigns as well. Again, more great books out there in the Indiegogo crowdfunding community. I cannot say enough nice things about all the people I've met, and Don is a paragon of that. Very, very friendly, virtuous guy who gets it, and he keeps it clean. I love that. So let's dump our. Of course, my camera's kind of upside down, so it might take me a second to, every once in a while, to figure out where I'm coming from with this. Wow, a lot of little envelopes in here. We can pitch the box now. And let's start dumping pieces. Since these bags aren't numbered like the bigger kits are, like that ATST was, we'll just dump everything and then go on treasure hunts for the pieces as we find that we need them. Oh, what a big old pile of beautiful plastic brick. All right, hopefully you have a nice overhead shot of everything going on here. Get that last web out. And I wonder, should I try to read the book upside down so that it stays right side up in the eyes of the camera? You know what? No, I won't. In fact, I'm going to now show the cover of the book one more time, and I'm going to take it out of camera view because guess what? If I go page by page, it's probably copyright. So we don't want to fully reveal the contents of a book. In fact, if I look inside, I don't see it on the book. I see the copyright for Marvel on the back of the book. I'm sure the book should be copyrighted by some form or fashion within the Lego Corporation. And let's go digging through our pile of Legos. There we go. Get them all in there. First step is to find all the little pieces for building the minifig. So what do we have to find? We have his hoodie, we have his torso, we have his head, and as they say in the Lego movie frequently, has anybody seen my pants? Pants. Where are there they are, right there. So let's put Miles together. There is no back expression. There's no front expression, really. It's just his head. Pop that hoodie on him. Does the hoodie snap on? Come on. There we go. So Miles is done. We'll just stand him off to the side here, and he can watch his little mech get built. Okay, so we need one of these little black squares with the inverted pieces and this little chevron kind of piece there. We're going to need this one and another one that's just like it. There he is. These are going to go in the same direction inside the chevron. Okay, still within camera range, good. 2 ball joints gonna have to go on there because almost all of the appendages are going to hook onto ball joints. And they're going to go on the outside of each one. This piece and this piece and 2 pieces of these, little L-shaped pieces. We don't reproduce the book, but if you can actually find all these pieces in your collection, because not all of them are specifically unique to this build. You could you could create a duplicate or a near duplicate out of pieces you already own. That would be a bit of a cost savings, I would think. Building too far back. There we go. So the red is going to go on top of this. And then these are going to pop on underneath, one on each side. Like so. And then that is going to connect into the middle here, right in front of our little ramp we built. Two tiny, smooth, one-piece squares, single units. I'm going to pop onto the back here. We find our seat. It's not really a seat, it's more of a leg splitter. Give Miles a place to sit within the mech once we put him in there. One red angle piece and a second red angle piece. Okay, so the red angle pieces are going to go right underneath the red squares. Go across like that. And then the seat will go right there with the splitter right up against the smooth top, the smooth surface. All right, so we can set that aside. We're not going to need that for a little bit. We're going to start building something really complex. We're going to start, and as we do with all Lego things, we start simple. We take two pieces and snap them together. Just keep that pattern up. One or two pieces, keep adding them on. So this is going to, the only difference between Bob Ross painting and RJ doing Legos is when you're doing Legos, there's no happy little accidents. If you mess it up, you have to disassemble. And hopefully you find it within one or two instructions of having done so. Okay, I need to find a Technic pen, a little black Technic pen here. It's going to go in the hole. Don't you want to go in your home? There we go, little Caddyshack reference there. And then these pieces are always getting me whenever I look in the manual, because sometimes you think it's a clamp, sometimes you think it's a claw, sometimes it's a ball joint. So you got to make sure that you get the right little hook. Lego's really good about how they do their instructions. Mega Bloks are the knockoff for a reason. They cheap out on the instruction books. We get a black double clamp. It's going to go on top of this, facing the back direction of the clamp-on connection point. And then on top of that, we're looking for two little black L-shaped brackets. Hangovers. They're not really L, well, they are L-shaped, but they're more like they just hang over the end of the ledge. They'll have a dot on they have a pip. They'll have a pip on the top and a pip on the side. So let's pop on those pips. So now we'll be able to hang Legos off the side of this particular unit. We need the black shield, or a black. It's a black Superman shield. It's not this shield. There's another one. There it is. Okay. No, that's not it. That was just the top of something else. All right. Where did you go, shield? Oh, right in front of me. There we go. It's like home plate. And that is going to snap on to the top with the point of the diamond facing in the same direction as the connection points here in the front. Now we have a triple ball joint that is going to go onto the Technic pin with the ball connectors out and down. So it's kind of looking like that. And this piece I said we didn't need anymore for a while. We need this now. This piece right behind the seat, this is where this is going to stand up. So now your piece looks like that. It's still a mystery piece to me, but eventually it will be, as Hannibal Smith always said, you know, a good plan that comes together. I love when a good plan comes together. Okay, let me get two of these old style telephone handles. Yes, I'm that old so that I can look at these things and see a telephone handle. There's another one in here. It's not a tiny piece, so my eyeballs should register it soon. Now, there it is right here. Sorry, Miles. It's going to go one on each side here. All right, that's looking good. Then, okay. Remember what I said about, you know, if you have all these pieces at home in your collection, you can just build it. This is probably one of those pieces you're not going to have. This is very distinctively this piece. But, you know, if you ever find the instructions, you can order the piece by number, and then you can just buy the singular pieces that you don't have and not buy the whole kit. Probably will cost more. So we take our spider shield, and we're going to clamp it right here, the point facing towards the piece that you're obviously going to have things clip on. And that is going to go onto this. Let's see how this works now. Facing this way. Oh, here we go. It's going to pop right in there. So this is going to be sort of your hatch. This is where Miles is going to sit in here, stand in here. In fact, he'll probably just be, you got to put it down like that. Then he will come in here, and you close him in. See, that's how Miles will sit inside the torso of the Mech. I still have trouble with Miles Morales in a Mech. I don't quite think that's comic book canon. All right. We're going to build, whatever this piece is, we're going to build two of them. We got the big 2X on here. So we're going to need this piece and this piece that will have a clamp and a ball joint. Done. And a small black piece will have a clip built onto the top of it, like that. And that clip is going to go on the same side as the gray clip. And that's what we do twice. So we're going to build one right next to it. Put that piece there. Ball joint on it. And then the same little black piece with the top clip. Duplicated. Perfect. Let me stand this side here so you can see what they look like from a side view. And then these little grabbers here are going to go onto the ball joints on the sides. Looking just like the pictures in the manual. Perfect. That's what you want. All right, we're going to do this next one 4 times. So if you were able to do the first one 2 times, you can do this one 4 times. So we're going to need, just line them up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, the clips with the gray ball joints. One. Oh, it stuck to my finger and then flew into the pile. 2. 3. It's about as exciting as watching somebody play solitaire, I imagine. He's looking for the red piece. It's right there. He can't see it. I hear all of you shouting at your screens. He's blind. All right, and then on top of these, we're going to put these little smooth top black bricks. They're kind of beveled, so they look like, if they were gold, they would look like gold bars that you find in Fort Knox. They're that kind of a shape. They're so smooth that they're hard to grip. I have to slide them off the table into my hand. Yeah, there's nothing to grab. Oh, okay, went on without the satisfying pop sound. That one I was able to pick up. All right, so these 4 are going to go here, 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 and here. So let's make those connections. Okay, that dented my thumb. I don't like when you do that, Lego. They're harder to snap on that way. That way. This way with the black to the outside. Not that it matters, you'll be able to rotate it around. And this one here with the black to the outside. So there's your view of how he should be looking right now. Actually, just to make it consistent with the image in the book, all the red is facing down, all the black is facing up and out to the outside. All right, so now they're asking us to find this. We're running out of pieces here, which means we're nearing the end. It's funny how as you start to run out of pieces, they become harder to find. How is that possible? Okay, so here's what we needed, this little overhang piece, red ledge. And then we need to find one of these little red square pieces like this one. And it is going to sit in here like that, facing out in that direction. I'm going to put a standard gray 2-piece block across the top to lock it in. And on top of that, we're going to put one of these gray ball joint grippers with the grip going to the opposite side of the red marker. And then we're going to take another one of them and lay it on top of that, going the other direction, so it can grip in both directions. Going to top that off with a two pip long black overhang. And then on the top of that, put this little black ramp and a little black overhang to smooth it off. So that looks like that when it's finished, which is also exactly what it looks like in the book as I look at the camera. So Well done. It's not done yet, though. I'm going to smooth out the outside piece of it here. Putting one of these angular pieces on it, and a little gray button right there. Onto which we get to put the really cool spider web. So now we have a spider piece on there. And where are we going to put this? They're going to put this on the left leg. So red facing down, or red facing back. You're looking straight up at the figure. Pop. There we go. He's got his leg on. That's probably gonna, there'll be a foot piece that gets put on this leg soon enough. So we'll take care of that when we get to it. All right, we're going to do it again, but sort of in a reverse order now. So we start with finding that red beginning piece. It was hard enough to find the last time, and there were two of them on the board. Now there's only one. I'm sure it's here. Very rare when Lego short you a piece, although it has happened in the past. There it is. They start to all kind of bleed together. Here's the L piece we want. And this is, we're doing exactly the same thing we did before. We're just doing it in a mirrored fashion. So snap on tight. Get that gray piece going across there. Find our ball joint grabbers. These are all technical terms I'm throwing out, by the way, too. You know, grabbers and clippers and L shapes and overhangs. I'm sure that that's exactly what they're called in the Lego vernacular. Master builders are watching these streams and going, "Oh my God, what a noob!" We got that built, looking just like the page. I see staples. That means we are halfway through the book now. Let's put on the black pieces that are going to smooth this top out, make it look a little less like a Lego and more like a model. Our L-shaped piece is going to go here. Our gray button will go here. And it's not just a gray button, it's a gray button where the pip is hollow, because you're going to take your spider web, which has a stick insert, and it's going to go right in there, and there it is. And you can probably guess this one's going to go on this leg. Hey, don't kick. It's not going to hurt that much. There we go. All right, legs are on. What next? Whatever it is, we're going to do it twice. So let's lay out the pieces we need to do. This one and this one. Long oval pieces. They look kind of like skis, but they're not technically skis because Lego actually makes Lego skis, and these are not them. Two horse hoofs. You see those there. They're going to go right on the end. Pop and pop. Two little black ramps. Well, see, I'm trying to do this one-handed so I don't cover the whole figure with my body. You want to see the Legos, not me. Get two more of these smaller version of the black pieces, but with red, only 2 pips long. We're going to put a gray button, a gray hollow pip button in the front of each one. And these are also hollow pips underneath it, which means that something's probably going to stick pretty deep in there. And then in the back, we're going to smooth it out with these little overhang pieces. And then ball on a stick. That's going to clip in somewhere. Hey, Twitless, how you doing today, man? Thanks for popping in here as we build some Lego. Push that all the way through because there is a plus sign hole down here. That ball will go all the way in until it snaps. Go into the hole. Go in your hole. I think that every time I do one of these things, so it's not like I was being original the first time. And then the overhang will go to the back, and this is going to clip into where the feet would be. Okay, one and the other. All right. Miles Morales has feet. His mech has feet. Sit over here. Now it looks like we're going to build some sort of complex arm with fingers. It's going to have mech fingers. Oh, I'm not going to pieces. I'm pulling it together. I'm pulling it together. It's perfectly natural and acceptable. Where's that guy who was making fun of people playing with grown men playing with toys on live streams? He needs to be here for this because he was talking directly to me with that little comment he had. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do it twice again, twice but mirrored. So we're putting that gray piece on there, red piece. Twitless, you're going to have to come on one of our streams and show off your book, man. You know, superheroes punching bank robbers. That's what, like I said, that's what I want to see. I'm tired of superheroes having angst-ridden problems in their lives. They don't need to question themselves and saying, oh my God, I've been doing it wrong all this time. I've totally misunderstood my life, and why these people are doing this. No, they're bad guys. They're bank robbers. Put them in jail and be done with it. Oh. Sometimes Lego makes a jump in their instructions and assumes that you followed along. I did not. I did not see that you were clipping these 3 things in here. 1, 2, and 3. And there you have it. A mech hand made out of little pipes. It's got 3 fingers and a thumb. Brought to you by the Hanna-Barbera School of Marvel Mech Making. And that goes on that hand right there. Because that's his right hand. Oh, and you can then... Oh, different hand. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, looking at the completed picture of the next hand, which we're going to build now. Start with the black disc, just like we did last time. The black hook piece goes in here. This time, however, it's just a straight red piece. I think that's all we did last time. No, we had an overhanging piece on there last time. That's going to go on top of it. While the gray ball joint grabber goes here. I'm going to put a red disc on the top of here. That's what's going to be different. Notice the red has a hollow pip, so we're going to have an insertion point through there. Grab our phalanges. That's your word of the day, boys and girls. Phalanges. That's your scientific term for your fingers and your toes. They are things that hang off of something. All right, we got so far so good. Let's turn the page. We have a black dome goes on top of the red disc. Still hollow pip. And we're going to take this shield-looking shaped web, and it is going to insert in here, lengthwise to the fingertips, like so. And then it is going to clip onto the right hand. Well, that was a good clip. At this point, what do we got left? Looks like shoulder pads of some kind. So, black piece with the bar going across it. The angular I don't know, they're weird shaped. They're weird shaped red pieces. These are the ones where you've got to really pay attention to where the cutout is, because you don't want them to go the wrong direction. There. Now you've got more of a symmetrical pattern. This is going to go on the right arm. The clip is going to go in the clip-on here. So we have little shoulder pads that can slide down here. There we go. They want us to build the other one. You know what? I made it symmetrical. I think they really don't want it to be symmetrical. That might have just been a natural proclivity on my end to do that. Let's redo it. I think they liked it that way. And it might have an impact on how it rotates in and out of there. No, not really. But it was obviously intended to be that way when I looked down at the picture. So, I'm not building the other one yet. Oh yeah, we are. Yes, we are. I forgot I turned the page. I'm still not certain about this piece, guys, so I'm going to take another look at it. I think I put the left one on the right one, which I could have just moved now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm going to take it apart and redo it the way they really wanted. And this is the one that goes on the right side. Okay. That actually does look better. Okay. I noticed it when I was putting the right arm together, that the pieces they were asking me to put on weren't angled the right direction. Again, it's one of those things you want to find early. At the same time, I don't think it's one of those things that I would even notice had I not been paying attention to the book while we were talking. Almost done. We are in the home stretch here. So we get this seat-shaped piece. I'm going to put our black clip down in here. We have a black pyramid piece, smooth on one side. It's going to snap in here. They want us to turn it over. And when we turn it over, they want us to goodness, where do I want us to? Oh, on the back of this, I want us to snap it in here. Right underneath that black smooth square. Got it. There's a clip back here, probably going to clip some extra webbing or a shield or something. Two times, we are going to build this interesting blue piece. Has a clip on one side, has a hole on the other. We're going to stick webbing into the hole. Take these black arm pieces. I'm going to stick them in here, upward like that. And then these are going to go on the back side, right here and right here. All right, see them hanging down there? This is a unique piece. This is, I don't know, this looks like a web bra to you. It does to me. We're going to put on Miles Morales' web bra. It goes in the back here, right in that clip. Then, let's bring all these, we're down to the tiniest bit of pieces here. So we're going to build the web that he's shooting. It starts with the spread web effect right there. I'm going to put a lava lamp on a button, like so. That's going to go inside the concave part of the web here. We're going to take this little jetty stream thing here, poke it in there. And then on the top of it, we're going to take another lava lamp, another button, stick it on top of that. And then we're going to take another little jetty stream of webbing and put it on there. So you get this long shooting of a web. Stand Miles up. And guess what? We're going to put that. Where are we going to put that? Underneath the hand. I'm going to clip in there. And actually, now that completes the piece. So here he is. We'll pose him into a, he ripped his arm right off. This is why Miles Morales doesn't win the battle wearing a mech suit. He just doesn't. He just doesn't. First of all, he does the splits. Okay, let's try this again. Rotate the ball joint this way, and then this one this way. He sees you, and he's webbing you. Web out those cameras for stealth. There you go. That's it. That's Miles Morales in his mech suit. If you like this kind of thing, let us know, because we have to buy more Lego. We're out. This was the last kit we picked up, so we're happy to pick up more. Just kind of chill on a Sunday, putting Legos together. It's a very relaxing kind of thing to do. Plant your foot down there. Of course, I'm running out of shelf space, but I'll deal with that. I'll find something to do with him. We appreciate you guys being here. We do hope you'll come back tonight. Tonight is open mic night, so that means that you get to be part of the stream. We'll be talking about comic books. Hopefully, we'll have some of our regulars here. James Lee, Mike will be here from the mic stand, and we'll just talk about whatever happened in the last week in comics and books and pop culture. There will be a link at the top of the chat. Yeah, that way, the chat. It'll be pinned. It'll be a StreamYard link. You can click on it, come in yourself, and just talk about what you want to talk about, because, really, the Sunday night show is your show. So we hope you'll be here for that. And as always, we just hope that while you were here, you had a blast with it.